Our business name is Ag Solutions Incorporated. We're right about 9 miles east of Hampton, Iowa. It's a family business with myself and both of my sons. We're sales reps for Pioneer Hybrid. Also have a crop insurance agency. We custom apply ag chemicals, and we also sell ag chemicals retail to the growers. And then probably the favorite thing we do is we farm just a little bit too. What I like about solar energy is it sure cuts down my electric bill. I mean, yeah, it's just been really good from a cost standpoint, and it's green too. At the time I decided to invest in solar, I had some property I just sold, and I had some extra money. I was trying to figure out a way that I could take that money and invest it into something that was going to generate me more revenue rather than depreciate. And so that's kind of what got me looking into solar. I looked at a couple other companies. I liked the professionalism and the support the salespeople gave me. I knew that Van Wall Energy was in for the long haul. They weren't just in it because it's hot right now and going to be out of it in 2-3 years. And as we all know, in the business world, service is a pretty big part of the equation when it comes to buying equipment or anything, actually. The installation process was very simple. They had a crew of people come up, and we kind of worked together as far as them, where they could park their equipment and that sort of thing, and actually, you know, hand in hand as far as where we wanted it exactly placed and everything. And it was pretty flawless. I mean, great. The electric company that they had to do the electric wiring, very professional, everything labeled. I would say second to none. I had an option to go either on the roof or on the ground. I don't like to have a bunch of extra equipment to work on something. I think it's just easier to manage and take care of on the ground. Not that there's a lot of work for it, but in the event you had to replace a roof or you had a roof leak, you'd have to take that whole solar panel down. I just wasn't in camp with that. I'd rather spend a little bit more money and keep it on the ground so it's easy to manage and take care of. My electric cost prior to the installation of the solar panel was somewhere right around $800 a month, depending on the time of the year and that sort of thing. But since we've installed the solar panel, we're looking at somewhere around $21 a month. Basically, just the meter charges is all we have, and we currently have excess of about 25,000 kilowatts banked right now, in case we get a bunch of cloudy weather or something breaks down with the solar, which hasn't happened today. Working with Van Wall Energy was second to none. They're there with you for the long haul. Anytime you have a problem, question, I just call Jake West, my sales person, and he gets right back to me with the answer that I was looking for. And that's an important part. It's great doing business with Van Wall Solar. One of the things that I really like about also working with Van Wall Energy and the fact that you got this solar panel out back of your building, we don't go out back of the building at all. And so they got me set up so I have an app on my phone. So regardless of where I'm at, I can look at my app and see what kind of energy we're generating. Also, we have a website that we go to on our computer, and I can view what each inverter is generating for electricity to see if I have a problem. And if an inverter does go down, boom, I get an email right away. And Van Wall Energy gets that same email as well. And pretty soon we're going to be getting a call, and somebody's going to be out here to fix it. What kind of maintenance have I seen with my array in the last 5 years? Actually, we signed an annual maintenance agreement with Van Wall Energy when we first put the thing together. And they come annually and just kind of inspect everything and tighten any bolts and that sort of thing. In the meantime, you know, the only little bit of an issue we might have possibly had was like an inverter might have locked out, and I had to call somebody. I called the tech people that Van Wall has to service our equipment, and they got me back up and going in a little bit of no time. As far as issues with wind and hail with the solar array, we have had none to date. We put ours on the ground. It's anchored in very good, and we just haven't had any. We've had a few hailstorms. In fact, we had to replace all the roofs on our steel buildings here in the property back 2 years ago because of a hailstorm, but the solar panel was unscarred. It's just perfect, just like new. As a business owner, how do I feel about my return on this as a solar project? It is outstanding. It's stable. My guess is somewhere in the neighborhood of a 20% annual return off the solar panel, and I mean, anything that you can generate that kind of a revenue stream off from is second to none. If somebody asked me why I would do business with Van Wall Solar, it's because of the service, the outstanding service, and the fact that they're by your side through the whole thing. I mean, this just isn't their first rodeo. They've been doing this kind of stuff for several years, and they're very, very good at what they do.